the loudest. Good afternoon. So right side is the winner. Now, I'm not the speaker. Please. So you have listened to speakers. You have been a witness to a very profound panel discussion. You have just seen Leader in Me presentation. Now what we are going to do is what we call workshop. So what is a workshop? Can anyone tell me? You work and I shop. Right? So you are going to work, and if you don't believe me, I have a shopping bag also. Because I don't take plastic bags. So I have a bag, I'm going to shop, but I have some cookies also to allure you. It can be used again and again. It is not one-time use. Ma'am, it is not one-time use. And then I have got some packets for you. Does it make it interesting? Some vouchers inside. Gift vouchers. Is it okay? But please, you have to be little kind to me. I come from Delhi. And you know what? In Delhi, our lungs have become black, no more pink. So I hope you will not tax my lungs. So listen to my instructions very carefully. And you have to follow the instructions, and we are going to have a great time for the next 40-45 minutes. All of you are ready for that? Yes. So we have got 14 tables. And I want 4 more groups behind. So all the people who are sitting behind, can you make 4 groups quickly, please? 4 groups. Just come together. And even if you are 5-6 people, Vikram, can you help me? I'll ask my friend Vikram to help me. Aarti, you can also help me. And CEO of ScooNews will also help me today for a change. Come on. So I want 14 tables and 4 groups at the end. Is it okay? And if any table has got less than 5 or 6, you know, some people can join them. Gently open it. No, so this is the name and number of the activity. It is only one. Yeah, please. Please open the packet with utmost courtesy. Utmost courtesy. Anybody has got activity 2? Activity 2. Right. This for you. Alright. So first thing, choose a leader in your group. Vikram, 1 packet. Alright. Anyone left? Any group without a packet? No? Alright. You have opened the packet, and please see there is a collection of codes. Can you find it? Raise your hand if you have found it. Codes. Codes. Alright. Please make a pair within the group. Not just a pair. Pick a code from the packet. Discuss the code. What is it about? How does it touch you? How does it impact you? Just discuss it within yourself. Where is your code? Yeah, no, it's fine. So please discuss it. Make a pair and discuss it. In a pair. Sorry, you don't have anybody else here. So you have to make do with each other.
We just need some quiet time.
Huh?
Just need some quiet time.
From me, I'm going to be quiet for the next 2 minutes and do whatever you like.
Yes.
Alright. So, I am assuming with great confidence that you have discussed it all. Yes, say yes. Would you like to say something about what you have discussed? Yeah, please. Aarti. Yeah. Can you please say what you discussed and how did it impact you? Last group. You are
Okay, our quotation is about nutrition for children. So our thoughts are that it is very important because this is something which schools cannot do on their own. The government has to step in, and also we propose that there should be a CSR activity with the companies, and we realize the importance of giving the nutrition requirements which are essential in the growing years for the children. I have visited some government schools, and the situation there on the ground is very pathetic, wherein the items are brought and it is not given to the children. It comes late, they go hungry. There are children who come and faint because they don't have enough, money. The parents don't have money to give them breakfast also.
Thank
This
you.
is serious.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, your reflection, please. Fast.
Gender equality comes when you actually don't have to think that you're a female or a male, and you're brought up in a way wherein you don't understand what females are supposed to do. Like if I tell you to imagine a nurse, does a male come to your mind? So that's what I understand.
Okay, clap for her, please. She has made you laugh. Okay, now the work will start. Please listen to the instructions. You have got the activity sheet. The leader will choose a leader for time being and don't accept him or her after the workshop is over. It's only for the workshop. Materials are there. Work in a group following the instructions. If the instructions are not clear, ask the leader of your group for his or her advice. Whatever he or she says, listen to that. Otherwise, I am also available. Okay? After completing the activity, 2 or 3 learning outcomes you have to write. It is given on the sheet. Set up a goal, target, action to achieve the message you received while carrying out the activity. And after you have done this, you have to pick a placard which I will show, or it is kept here, which is nearest to the activity that you have done. Is it clear? Is it clear? Instructions are clear? Go ahead, your time starts now. You have got 10 minutes to complete the activity. 10 minutes.
So one word, discipline.
Very good. Now hold the corner and now. That's all. That's all.
Accountable. They doing their task. Responsible.
This gives empowered women and alternatives, but the work that they're doing, so उसमें
Alright. Lady, take a pause. Now the groups who have finished, I think all of you have finished. So this group, the leader of the group, please wrap up what you have done in 1 minute time. Fast. Yeah. Which means listening is at the most premium now. So please listen. Yeah. And 1 minute.
So we talk about peace, balance, tranquility, contentment, and talking about all this, we talk about good health, mental fitness, spiritual person by the end of the day, an emotionally balanced person. So talking about all these, we again come back.
Please see, this is, what is it? Good health And well again, this is the group. This is for you. Give me the mic, please. Next, who is going to do it here? Fast. Quick, quick, quick.
So the goal is to live in harmony and work in such a society where we are inculcating the nature of sharing.
Yeah.
That is very
Please.
important when there is unequal distribution of resources.
Unequal distribution of resources. Yeah.
And the target is to have that balanced resource utilization.
Yeah.
So that each one of us is aware enough that we are using up the resources which are to be used by the others.
Yeah.
So minimizing the use of those resources.
Zero hunger.
We have already got 4 less cookies. We were supposed to get 30 and we have
So
26.
this is further
So now we are
scarcity.
going to...
This is lesson.
So
This is
that's
part of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. You see the scarcity. Yeah. Who is going to do it here? Fast. Please listen. Listen.
Good afternoon, this is Sarabrit, officiating principal at Edmond World School, and the goal which we have reached or the target is, in schools we will give the equal chance to all boys and girls for the gender equality. We need to change this notion that the male can do some specific jobs and the females cannot do that. And if we feel like this is the male dominating society, though we are changing now with this notion, but we need to inculcate these things in our kids also.
Excellent. Clap for her. Yes. Hello, ma'am. Please. Your leader. Fast.
Good afternoon, this is Abhishek. So our task was about hand cleaning. Our slogan is clean hands lead to healthy nation. And the goal is that we will teach our children how to clean their hands properly.
Yes, the steps.
The target is to start doing it by tonight.
Yes.
Right? And the action is that we need to first learn ourselves how to clean the hands properly.
Yes. Yes.
So that's it. And the outcome is clean hands leads to
Great. Clap for them. Yeah.
Yes, hi, good afternoon. So just 2 of us working on this. Our goal was, of course, to save electricity, to minimize electricity usage. Yes, sorry, to save electricity usage as far as possible. So that's the goal. The target is to check that on a daily basis to achieve at least half an hour or 1 hour of electricity saved per day. And then how we seek to achieve that is, of course, shift to renewable energy, to tell our students increasingly, which we already do, to use renewable energy. And of course, I thought it's imperative to use new age technologies like IoT devices, the Internet of Things, which help us conserve electricity, and then the applications which help us know how much we are consuming on a daily basis. It's very important to have data analysis as well.
Great. Clap for him. Who's the leader here? Always a leader. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody. Our group was given this song Imagine by John Lennon, and the idea was to discuss about the word he talks about and our dream word. And I'll hand it over to ma'am to share what we have envisioned and what is our goal.
Yeah, please.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Lakshi from 39 Model. So our dream is that that coexist, make the world in harmony. It is that social pressure of the child and the family, all issues should come together and they should make our child.
Yeah, please.
This is the sketch we have made.
We'll
And all
show
should
it.
stay in harmony so that our child gets a balance.
We will share it. We'll share it. Just a minute.
With
Next
nature,
one.
with families.
Yeah, thank you.
Process. The action is to invite these qualities in ourselves and all the stakeholders, and if we go by SDGs, then we could identify our topic relating to a few of the SDGs,
Okay.
like responsible consumption and production, life,
So
below water,
I'll give you 15 out of that.
climate
Okay.
action.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Please clap for her. Let's go to the leader. I'll give you, don't worry. Yeah.
Good afternoon. We had a case study on how in Indonesia a group of women came together and in an island, and they become entrepreneurs.
Yes.
And became self-sufficient. See, this is very important and vital in the current scenario, because I believe Earth has got abundant resources, but we have no idea about how to pool these resources and make use of it. And recently there are various self-help groups of women and all coming together to put every resources into being. And this is something that we need to teach our children also, because it's never the dearth of resources, it's about how the resources are being put into use, and that will solve a lot of issues. And the two learning outcomes that we got from this thing is, one is collaboration and other is teamwork. So along with it, we also spoke about how even after training, it is very important for the given training to be embedded in a system. Because
Thank you. So it is partnership. 17. I have given you that. Yeah. Partnership. Yes. Who is the leader here? Yeah. Please show to the audience if you have made something. Yeah. Please pay attention. Very important thing being made here.
We got activity 9. This was based on say no to the single-use plastic. We tried our hands on this kind of a box where we have made very sparkling eyes with a smile over it, and we have also written you are entering a no plastic zone. Basically, from the point of view of a child, we have taken it that say no to the single-use plastic and make this world a better place for me. And the learning outcomes of this was to educate masses about the assets of single use of plastic and the climate change. This is the time to act now. So again, if I talk of the goal, it is climate change, and target is stop using single use plastic, and action is to make it one single project in the whole school so that there is no plastic at all in the school.
Great. Clap for her. Yeah.
The activity given to us was sustainable development. Basically, it was sustainable cities and communities. And the two learning objectives, the learning outcomes for us have been, let us start from our own selves. Because we were told to list how we are contributing to the carbon printing. So as a result, what we have concluded is that we must start from our own selves, and this is a simple picture that I have made. Okay. This is the group's contribution, basically self-watching. Let it begin from me.
Okay.
And then over
to
community.
Congratulations. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
So we got an activity to list out the 3 causes of climate change, and just like another 3rd grade student, very excited, we drew a crying tree, a big building, and a lot of plastics, because the major reason is less trees, more buildings, and variety of plastic. So our goal is efficient use of resources. Because choice is spoiling us all.
Very good. Clap for her. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, good afternoon. We were given certain chits out of which we had to choose any 5, and we had to prepare a dish with a recipe and a suitable title. So the chits that we chose were Start Early, Equal Opportunity, Management, Social and Emotional Development, and Life Skills. And we prepared a recipe for global transformation. 2 cups of Start Early, 1 cup of Equal Opportunity, 4 tablespoons of Management, 2 tablespoons of social and emotional development, and lots of life skills. And the goal, of course, stays global transformation. The action was do your little bits of good wherever you are.
Excellent. Congratulations. Clap for her. Give me. Yeah. You have done. You have done. You have done. This group. Yes. Yes, sir.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Deep Khare. I used to be teaching physics a lot. And luckily, we have been asked to compare the economic state of various countries by having currency notes of theirs and comparing the value of US dollar. I'm not talking about the economic conditions of the countries, but what we could do now, we hardly know anybody who trusted and collaborated to finish probably well before 10 minutes.
Oh, great.
The idea was to blindly have faith in people. Once we interested in something, they'll be delivering it. And we all now in a very good position to trust each other, to collaborate, and do the job very well. Thank you.
Excellent. So this activity was reduce inequalities. Okay. Now this is the group. Please go ahead. Just explain.
Yeah. My name is Ashok. Our activity number 12 related to water pollution, water bodies, and we have sensitized everything. We have discussed that pollution is increasing in sea, and we have set a goal that we should clean water bodies for marine life with whatever resources are available to us, and it should be a continuous process. We should get engaged with it as soon as possible, and at least we should adhere to saying no to plastic. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. Now, is there any group left except one here? This group is left. Any other group left? No. So this group is, I'll give you a bit of a background. All of you got one of the 17 goals to reflect on. Now this group's challenge is that they have to think of, at the request of the United Nations, that what should be the 18th goal if they have to make it. Right? So this is what they're going to do. Yeah. Who is going to speak? Okay. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. Our activity was about sustainable development, and the 18th goal which we have thought of is reducing e-waste.
Reducing
E-waste.
Okay.
Zero e-waste.
Zero
e-waste. For this, what can be our action? That can be creating awareness. Let's make it a part of discussion wherever we are, even in the classrooms as well, and then the self-watch. And the learning outcomes will be to know the types of e-waste, to know environmental friendly ways to dispose e-waste. Our goal is zero e-waste and our target is minimizing e-waste.
Okay, clap for them. Their logo is there, coat of arms for zero e-waste. Please clap for them. So you are there already. Okay? But for time being, you keep this. Alright, so I alone cannot applaud for the great work that you have done. So please join me. Clapping for all of you. Goal number 17, partnership. Clap for you. Come on. And clap for your leaders also. Clap for them also.
Good afternoon.
Okay, please carry on. Group.
Because the theme which we have got is refuse, recycle, reduce,
yes,
and reduce. So what we believe is for the sustainable cities and communities, we have to abide these things like refuse, recycling of things, refusing to plastic, reducing the consumption what we have been doing, may it be electricity, may it be any product, may it be paper, may it be water. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thank you. Now I request all the leaders with the placard of that particular goal to come here, please. All the leaders of the group. Quick, 30 seconds. With the placard I gave you. Which activity is this? Hold it like this so that you can be photographed. Come close, partnership. Come on. Hello? Hello? All right. Now, please clap for them. And they are going to stay there for some time more, like this. But before that, 2-3 things I would like to share with you. Number one, all of you have got the program sheet with your back. Ravi Santalani has given to you. What is the name of this workshop? Who will tell me? HAG workshop. So just let me clarify it a bit. B for big, H for hairy, A for audacious, and G for goal. These are 17 big, hairy, audacious goals of the 7 billion people on this earth. Clap for them. Now, I must also tell you, where does this name come from? This name comes from the book Built to Last by Jim Collins. He's also the author of Good to Great. And what he is trying to tell you is that everybody from individual to organization to country to the world, we can come out with big, hairy, audacious goals for sustainability. And why it is big and hairy and audacious is because externally it looks impossible to achieve. In fact, it looks very funny, it looks questionable, it looks doubtful, it looks laughable. But internally, it is possible to do. And I wanted Ravi Sankalani to be here at this particular moment because I wanted to tell all of you, please come here, that when Ravi Sankalani met me 4 years ago, and he came out with his all weird ideas, that what he is going to achieve in the next 4, 5, 6 years, I listened to him very patiently. I knew in my mind that it is absolutely impossible. But the way he presented it to me and the confidence that he infused at the end of our discussion, an hour and a half, I said, Ravi, you are going to achieve it. Ravi, did I say that? And he has achieved it. This is just one example. And that is how Jim Collins, that for organizations he has written, but for educational institutions it is all the more important. And for all of us, these 17 goals are like value systems. Okay? The purpose of education was discussed in the panel discussion. I think the purpose of education is that if we are educated and if we have understood everything, now we have to work for others. That what kind of transformation we can bring in the world so that nobody dies just because he or she didn't have food to eat. Nobody should die because there was too much of air pollution. Nobody should die because inequality did not give him or her to do anything decent for living or for working or for eating. There should be nobody in this world who should not have a clean water to drink. There should be nobody in this world who has no access to clean energy. These are the audacious things which the world thought in 2015 that in 15 years' time we have to achieve it. Now, I don't know, it will be achieved in the next 10 years, 5 years, or almost gone, but if the effort goes on, the consciousness goes on, and the audacity of action, audacity of thought has already taken place, but if the audacity of action also takes place, if not in 2030, the researchers have predicted that if we do it at this audacious level, we will be able to achieve it by 2050. So it is possible. Right? No. Hold on. He is trying to prove that he is CEO, but he doesn't know what his staff does. They have told me time is up to 2 o'clock. So I've got 10 minutes more, but I'll take only 5 of that. Is it okay? Yes. So thank you very much. And now all of you will stand and all of you are going to sing a song. Move your lips. Move your lips.
Leaving no one behind.
time. Thanks a lot, goal holders. Thank you very much. Please take your seat and take it as a souvenir. Take it back home. So, by the way, just for your little bit of information, ये दो जुड़वा भाई पिछड़ गए थे, मिल गए हैं. कितने साल बाद? 91 I left my college, and after that I am meeting him today, or you can say yes sir. वो छोड़ दो यार. 2 दिन पहले भी मिले हो तो बात तो वही होगी. Almost 30 years. Can you imagine? Thank you.
स्कूल के मेले में बिछड़े थे और इस शुभ मेले में वापस
आ गए थे. Thank you.
Already 1.5 hours over.
सर ScooNews को इतने मेले इतने खुश हो, ScooNews को 500 पेटीएम कर दो सर.
So, right.